Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Mafex, or Medicom Toys, The Amazing Spider-Man Venom, and this is the comic version, or a lot of people will know him as the McFarlane Venom version. And this packaging looks great. I love the purple, I love the Venom, I love the comic book looking style right here. It's awesome. And we get more Venom goodness on the side right there, showing them off all wicked. And I love the Venom in the background. Looks really cool. The top. On the side again, we get him sort of lunging at you. Now the back of the package has all of this goodiness, showing off the portraits, the figure in action. It looks fantastic. Shows all the accessories. And another thing that really grabbed me to the Spider-Man and the Venom, the magnetic hands and feet. Like those right there were sort of like a automatic win, because who doesn't want to be able to put their like Spider-Man or Venom on like metal, like a sign or a fridge or something like that. It's just wicked. But let's get Eddie Brock out of the package. This Venom is very, very freaking wicked. It is a nice and quality feeling figure. In hands, he has some weight to him. Now, just like Spider-Man, he does come with a Mafex stand, so you can actually get him all posed up and everything like that. And he comes with a buttload of accessories. And when I say accessories, he comes with a bunch of hands. So we're going to sort of dive into these as we can. He has some that are sort of like open clawy hands that's equipped. And then he does come with a pair of fist hands here. If we can, got his little, I don't know if that's like a logo, but his little markings on his fists, on the tops of the hands and everything. So you get some fist hands, you can have them fist-a-cuffing. We get a pair of the gripping hands, almost like your web slinging hands. Again, consistent with those markings. Then we get some claw hands, like these ones are straight up open palm, claw-y style hands. Looking great. This one has a little bit extra white paint in the corner there. That might be able to just be picked off, but very nice looking hand. Now, when they were saying that these are comic accurate Venom, I mean, they thought of everything. We even got some trigger fingers going on, so he can actually wield some guns, which is awesome. We also get another pair of clawy, like wall climbing hands, and these are the magnetized ones. So, I mean, I can actually feel like the resistance of the magnets. But very cool that we got the magnetic clawy climby hands. Alternate feet are nice, especially when they got the magnets on the bottom. And they also have toe articulation and not allowing the magnets to affect it. So very cool that we got these. And again, another reason that I invested, because who doesn't want to have Venom and Spider-Man attached to like metal stuff. Now we get into the webbing. So he comes with some nicely sculpted webbing. It's all crazy at the end, but it's nice. Then we get a nice longer, like sploogey. It's crazy looking how it all wraps around and stuff. I guess this is swinging. I don't know what's really going on, or he's shooting it out. But what I did get in the box, and this was not because of Toyco, the other one, when I just opened them up, it's broken. So, you know, no frustration towards Toyco, because that has nothing to do with it. This box came to me crispy and non-damaged. So this just little piece just snapped off. So when you guys get this, you want to be careful, because, you know, they sort of like put them in these little like trays. If you're familiar with the packaging, it's just like a little like trench, and they sort of lay these in there. So these things are being sort of tossed around and stuff, and it shouldn't break like that, but it did. So maybe I'll get a replacement, hopefully, for this one. But that is something to keep an eye out. Didn't have any issues with Spider-Man, but that was an issue with Venom. Saving the best for last, we got some portraits, and I love this sculpt. It's so clean. They got a nice little wash in the teeth to make the teeth pop. The eyes are really sculpted into the head, and just that little grin It's just very, very menacing. And it's Venom. If you're a Venom fan and you're looking at this and you don't know who it is, you need to be smacked, because this is wicked. So we got a nice little portrait there, and then we get a really very well done Eddie Brock style head. Now in person, this thing looks so much better than the pictures and the promo shots. The eyes look great. Just straight up Eddie Brock. Nice sculpt, and there's actually sculpt in the face and wrinkles and stuff. Just how the light's hitting it and stuff. You can actually see it. The hair's really nice. The one thing I wish is that the neck, I wish that this wasn't just paint. I wish it was actually like sculpted on a little bit. But I know that they couldn't really do that because you wouldn't get the head motion on the neck if it had like things that it could rub against and stuff like that. But sculpted would have been nice, but that's just me being super picky. But the head sculpt's a lot better than I was expecting. I actually like it more than the Spider-Man one. What can I say? This is Venom. It looks great. Now, he doesn't have like a crazy long tongue. He doesn't have slime all drizzling out and stuff. It's just a straight up nice Venom figure. Very clean. Head sculpt's nice. You know, he has like this weird like hint of bluish color to him. I don't know if you can really see it on camera. It's like a little bit of hint. It's almost like in the plastic. But it looks wicked. Like, I love the fact that this is actually sculpted in. And it's super clean. The back looks great. Crazy back muscles and sculpt. He's got a badonka. It's not really a badonka, but has a sculpted muscular buttocks. But yeah, you can really see the shading as the light hits it and stuff like that. This thing is very, very nice. Hands that he comes on, you can see. Very nice. Very nice hands. But I like it. I like this figure already. I like him a lot. Then he gets down his legs and stuff. It's just basic. Like, just really well sculpted figure. I mean, it looks great. I mean, there's not much you'd want. I mean, you got the logo's clean. He has the muscularity that you'd want. And he feels nice in hand. He's just like a nice, heavy feeling figure. Now, articulation. He has articulation at the lower part of the neck and where the head attaches to the neck. So you get some really nice, you know, range of motion with this head sculpt. It's great. You know, lots of attitude. You know, I like it. He does have butterfly joints as well, so he can get his arms, you know, to move back and forth like so. Little caps and stuff that sort of, as you're moving and then doing the butterfly stuff, it helps keep the sculpt looking whole. It's like a floating little piece right there. And his arms really get some nice movement out of there. He has the bicep swivel. He's got that double jointed elbow. You know, it looks like do like the Hulk Hogan. And then he does have the articulated, hinged, rotating hands and stuff. So lots of articulation just in the arms. Upper torso, he can move forward and back like so. Can really go back probably like that much. Gives a crazy gap. I'm not a fan of that. But then he can go forward quite a bit, which if you angle it, doesn't look horrible because it's continuing with the design of his logo and everything. Then he has some waist swivel right here, and that's where he gets a lot. It's almost like this part right here is almost like a rubberier plastic, so it's a little bit softer, but he can get crazy movement to where he can lean forward. He has a tramp stamp that says Marvel. That's great. But he can get some really good movement just out of his lower torso. Like, look at that. That's crazy. As you saw with the hips do hinge down. So if you want to get that extra, you know, super Spartan field goal kick, you can do that. You can hinge it up, put them back up there. And then your thigh cut swivel is up here on this little piece right there. Then as for the knee, double jointed knee works very well. Ankle hinge, pivot, toe bend. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want from a big, little, bulky Venom figure? I mean, he's a nice, bulkier figure. Like, for this size, I mean, you get some really nice articulation out of him. Let's go ahead and change the portrait on here. See if I have the issue that everybody else does, where they go to pop off the head, they pop the neck off, and nope. I kept the head on. Does he? Oh, man. Okay. So this actually stayed in. I set the figure down here. How do I get this piece out? Oh, damn. Rawr. So I had a little bit of a struggle getting that peg out of his, or the little piece that connects the head to the neck. So I had to actually get some pliers and some fabric to try to make sure I don't damage the peg as I was trying to pop it out. It was a pain, but I did get it out of there and put the other head on, and it looks awesome. It looks so good. It looks so good. But it's awesome. I love it. I like it a lot. But you know, we got to take this whole thing off of here, and let's get some Eddie Brock action popping on. That is not wanting to just pop on there like I was hoping. There we go. That looks... Oh, no, I didn't get it on there. What the... All right, I think we got it on there that time. That was a challenge. Again, it's like new figure. You gotta, stuff doesn't want to pop on. Even some of the hands. So you really got to be careful with the nubs too, because to being a new figure, you know, some of the stuff fits a little snugger. So don't just go cramming it on. Sort of work it on there a little bit. You don't want to break this figure, as it's not the, you know, most inexpensive figure to invest into. So you don't want stuff to just be snapping on you and stuff like that. But this definitely looks pretty wicked. I like it. I like it a lot. So you can get them all posed up with the, I guess the webbing or swinging juice. I don't know. Fuck. So you can actually get Venom posed up on the stand, not horribly. It's got the web hanging up, and that is the issue with this stand. It's not ratcheted or anything like that, so you're really having issues holding the weight of the figure, which is, you know, super disappointing, because I shouldn't have to rotate it, but you can't rotate it. You can't even do like some of the other stands I've dealt with. Like, it is not wanting to support his weight whatsoever. So like, you can see it. It's like you got to sort of find that sweet spot to get him up there swinging and everything. Now his legs are all messed up. But, you know, it's not a bad looking figure. Spider-Man and Venom swinging into action. Yes, Spider-Man doesn't have his web. I had to take it out of there because, you know, over time, heat and everything, that the thin little piece of plastic just starts drooping. But definitely a nice little looking duo. And just really, I want a Carnage. I want a Mafex Carnage, because this just sends me back to like the Maximum Carnage days. I loved that game. And the storyline and everything, it just looks very, very wicked. So here we have a side-by-side comparison of the Mafex Spidey to the Venom, and revealing their faces and everything. That, to me, it's about right. It's about right. Look how scrawny and shorter Spider-Man is to this Venom. So Peter Parker, Eddie Brock, that's pretty spot on in my opinion. I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, the size, the girthiness, everything looks, it looks how it should. you know, and I know a lot of people want to try to be like, I'm going to bust out this one too. We got the Pizza Spidey, but the Pizza Spidey, he's taller and doesn't, it's a Marvel Legend. Well, first off, you know, this is Mafex. You know, I know you guys want it all to blend in with your Marvel Legends, and they do, honestly. Because if you guys forget, look at the abs on Pizza Spidey. His abs are way longer than they should be. Look at that. Cause him to be even more lanky. So I don't understand why everybody's being so freaking critical on this figure, because the piece is awesome. I mean, even to, you know, it's about the girthiness of, you know, he's actually a little bit bigger girth-wise to Werewolf Cap. So Werewolf Cap stands a little bit taller, but he's a little bit more muscular than Werewolf Cap, honestly. So I don't understand why people are complaining. Like, this figure is awesome. So awesome. Having to pop this thing out of the neck or out of this head because it won't stay in the neck sucks. I've been having to use a damn pair of pliers to try to pop it out because it'll get stuck in the head and you can't really pull it out with your fingers. It's just, that's the worst part about this figure. You can have a lot of fun posing up these figures. Like, I have him getting ready to, you know, pick up Spider-Man by his neck, and Spider-Man sort of like dangling there. Now, after posing Spider-Man a little bit, and I realized I had him on the Mafex stand in a pre-posed, he has this like weird little like flap of plastic. Well, you can see down here, because I had him posed and it was like his foot was either angled and pushing against it like that, that this thing stayed. So I got to heat that up and get that back down. So just be mindful of your figures when you're posing them, because if you're going to be in an area where temperature might get a little warm or something like that, that can happen. But I mean, this guy, you know, can definitely choke out Spider-Man. He looks amazing. So you can get some really, really fun poses and shots with this Venom. Like, it's, I don't know. I can't get enough of this. Like, the figure is great and it feels great in the hands. Besides the little neck, like, little piece issue, this figure feels pretty good. I really enjoy this figure, and I'm hoping that anybody that's watching that was interested in this figure, that you followed through and got a hold of this figure, because he is a awesome killer figure. I love it. I love the sculpted in details. The paint apps are super clean. I really like that about it, and I'm a huge Venom fan, and so I had to have a nice McFarlane representation added to it, because the Marvel Legends one, it was just weirdly proportioned, and this one's proportions look great, as this isn't supposed to be the monster Venom. Keep that in mind. This is the McFarlane Venom, and that sums up my unboxing and review of the new Mafex Amazing Spider-Man Venom comic version, or McFarlane Venom, whatever you want to call it. If you guys like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as I'm going to be pumping out videos as much as I can. And hit that bell notification so you know when I'm posting up a video, in case you don't know already. You know, not everybody scrolls through their subscriptions. You know, sometimes they want those alerts. But I want you guys to make sure you check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. I wouldn't have been able to obtain this figure at a great price if it wasn't for Toyco. So check out the website. There is a promo code for free shipping down there as well, so you get it delivered to your doorstep for free. And I want you guys to make sure you check out both community and pre-order groups. You have the Toyco community, interact with your like-minded collector, nerds, talk figures, trade figures. You know, you're new to collecting, it's definitely a good community to jump into and just start talking with people. Then you also have the pre-order group, which keeps you in the know. That's how I found out about this figure, Spider-Man, the Figma Berserk figures, like everything that's coming out that I'm getting from Toyco. Only reason I know about it is either the community or because the pre-order group pops them up and Andrew prices them to destroy the competition. I mean, you can't get this guy from Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, or even Megalopolis for the price that Toyco does. So do not sleep on Toyco. Make sure you guys are checking them out and checking out those pre-orders so you guys get the best pricing, because that's really what it is when we're collecting. Collect what you love, but also try to save your wallet from all that stress. But I want you guys to make sure you have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.